before this tribunal, and you can kindly take us. It's on page 1 of Chair and members.
You don't represent Kenyans. You represent, even as you say the many things you're saying. First of all is evidence, which shouldn't be coming from you. You can swear an affidavit because you're saying you have personal knowledge of these things. And so ideally one should have seen an application for recusal, but you are saying, I've just listened to you, you don't want recusal, but you're asking that people should just examine their conscience generally. So we leave it at examining conscience. But I think, Mr. Donald, either you want recusal or you don't want. Because what would be the reason of saying the things that you are saying? But secondly, at what point does it become known to you? And I've just been listening to you. You said you know Munge, you say you know Linda, you say you know Kamende, you know all these people. At what point does it start appearing to you that there's bias? Now, but more important, and I've just told Danson, you know, the evidence that is tendered here, if it doesn't relate to petitions that were filed and the grounds in the petitions, it's just that, isn't it? Because we are limited in our dealing with the questions at hand on what is it that was complained against your client and whether those complaints have been substantiated, sufficient enough for us to make a determination one way or the other by way of recommendation. So I hear you to be saying, examine your conscience. You don't represent Kenyans, you represent a client, a specific client who has a name. So that we can make progress, I will ask that we proceed. But your point has been made, Council.
Mr. Chairman, you asked me when I got to know. As I said, I
don't want us to get into that discussion. I was just saying.
No, because you're asking me.
I wasn't asking because I want. It's rhetorical.
Okay.
I want us to proceed.
Thank you, Chair. We are also taken aback by, political statements at times made for purpose of headline tomorrow, but we are ready with our witness. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, they are not political statements. I am saying they are not political statements. They arose from yesterday's evidence. So, yeah.
When you sat and reflected on that evidence, because the evidence was being tendered in your presence, you could simply have said, stop that evidence because it's not contained in the petitions, isn't it? You sat through, you let it come through, and then now, a day later, you're saying, let's go back to that evidence. If you want it expunged from record, you will make an appropriate application in that regard. Thank you. Thank you.